Earth was a quiet planet now. After many years of fighting, humans had finally found peace. Wars were over and countries worked together. Cities were clean, and people cared for the Earth and each other. The world was not perfect, but it was better than before. Far away in the stars, the Galactic conquered ruled many planets. They were a group of powerful alien races who controlled much of the galaxy. They believed every planet must join their alliance and take part in their wars and politics. But Earth was different. One day, a large spaceship appeared above Earth's atmosphere. It was unlike any ship humans had seen. It was big and shiny, with lights that moved like stars. Inside the ship were the ambassadors of the Galactic Concord. Their leader was a tall, blue-skinned alien called Vorok. Vorok wanted to speak with Earth's leaders. He said, "Earth, you must join the Galactic Concord. You must fight with us or against us. There is no other choice." But Earth's leaders were tired. They did not want war. They wanted peace. So they sent their best diplomat, Emma Rahal, to meet Vorok. Emma was calm and strong. She believed in her people and in peace. She looked at Vorok and said, "We thank you for your offer, but Earth refuses. We do not want to fight in your wars. We want to live in peace." Vorok frowned. "You are weak. Your refusal is a sign of weakness. The galaxy does not accept weakness." Emma replied, "We are not weak. We are different. We have learned that fighting only brings more pain. We choose peace not because we fear you, but because we have hope for a better future." The Galactic Concord did not understand. They thought peace was a lie, a trick, or a weakness to exploit. But Earth was serious. Days passed, and the Galactic Concord waited for Earth's answer to change. But Earth stood firm. No weapons were prepared, no fleets were built. Instead, people planted trees, taught children, and built homes. Across the world, humans spoke of hope. They talked about a future where no one needed to fear the stars or each other. But in the shadows, some worried. What if the Galactic Concord did not accept Earth's choice? What if they came with war? Emma Rahal stood before the United Nations one last time. "We do not want to fight," she said. "But if they come, we will stand together. Earth is not alone." And so Earth waited. The Galactic Concord grew angry. Their ships gathered near Earth's orbit. Their leaders sent messages demanding Earth to change its mind. But Earth stayed silent. One night in a small town in Brazil, a bright light appeared in the sky. People watched as a huge ship landed deep in the Amazon forest. Soldiers came out. They looked strange, tall, strong, with armor shining under the moon. They searched for Earth's leaders but found none. The people had hidden. The soldiers grew angry. They destroyed small villages, but Earth's people did not fight back. They waited. Then, unexpectedly, alarms sounded from the sky. Earth's old defense systems, long forgotten, woke up. Satellites moved into position. Lasers and missiles prepared silently. The alien soldiers were caught by surprise. They thought Earth was weak. They thought no one would fight. But Earth was ready in a different way. Emma Rahal watched the news in her office. Reports came in of alien ships being damaged. The Galactic Concord was shocked. Earth had refused to fight, but now it was defending itself. Emma thought deeply. "Peace is still our goal," she said, "but we must protect our home." She sent a message to all people of Earth. "We did not choose war, but we will defend our planet. Stand together. Protect each other. Show the galaxy what it means to be human." The world listened. Soldiers trained, scientists worked, and people helped one another. Earth was no longer just peaceful. It was ready. Meanwhile, on the alien ship, Vorok stood angry. "They refuse to bow," he said. "They fight with silence and strength. They will learn what it means to oppose the galaxy." But Vorok also felt something strange. Fear, respect. He did not understand. Earth was a small, quiet planet, but its spirit was strong. Back on Earth, Emma smiled softly. "We do not fight to conquer. We fight to live," she said. The galaxy watched, and Earth waited. The quiet of Earth's skies was broken. Alien ships filled the dark space above the blue planet. The people below watched in fear and wonder. These were no peaceful visitors. The Uruk Dominion, fierce warriors from a distant star system, had come. Their warships were huge and ugly, with weapons that glowed red and blue. The Galactic Concord had sent them to force Earth to join their war. The message was clear: surrender or be destroyed. But Earth's leaders did not surrender. Deep in their command centers, Earth's scientists and soldiers worked together. They had been preparing quietly for years just in case. The world had hoped it would never come to this, but now was the time. At first, the aliens attacked without warning. Their powerful lasers shot down satellites that watched the planet. The space around Earth filled with fire and smoke as the first battle began. Human radar systems went silent. Communication scrambled. People on Earth's surface felt the shock of sudden violence. But the humans did not panic. Instead, their defense systems came alive. Hidden missile bases fired back. Electronic shields glowed, blocking some attacks. The planet's armies moved quickly to protect cities. In the Amazon rainforest, the first alien landing team stepped out of their dropships. Their mission was simple: take control of the planet from the surface. But they underestimated Earth. The jungle was alive with danger. Silent hunters moved between the trees. The soldiers of Earth's special forces were ready. They had trained for this moment, though no one outside knew. These soldiers were not just strong, they were smart. Using the jungle's shadows, they ambushed the aliens. The invaders expected easy victory. Instead, they faced invisible enemies, who struck and disappeared like ghosts. A young commander named Leah led one such team. She moved like a shadow through the trees, her heart steady. She whispered into her radio, "We hit them hard. They will not take this forest." Her team planted traps and used guerrilla tactics to slow the enemy. The Uruk soldiers were strong, but Earth was stronger in knowledge and spirit. Back in the cities, people gathered to help in any way they could. Factories turned to making tools for defense. Engineers worked day and night to repair damaged satellites. Farmers shared food with soldiers. Children painted signs of hope on walls and windows. Ima Rahal watched the news from her office. She felt the weight of the moment. The peaceful world she dreamed of was now a battlefield. She spoke on live broadcast to all of Earth. "We did not want war, but we will protect our home. Stand with your neighbors. Help where you can. We are one people." Her words gave strength to many. The Uruk Dominion was confused. Their commanders had believed Earth would surrender quickly. They had not expected resistance, especially not from a world that said no to fighting. One alien general, Kargath, looked at the reports with disbelief. "These humans are not like others," he said. "They do not fight for power or glory. They fight for survival, and they fight differently." Kargath ordered more soldiers to the surface, but the more they came, the harder it was to control the planet. Earth's defense was not about brute force. It was about patience, intelligence, and courage. Meanwhile, in the skies above, Earth's satellites began to move again. One by one, they formed a network. This network was designed to confuse the aliens. It sent false signals, made fake ships appear on radars, and blocked enemy communication. Earth scientists had worked in secret for years on this project. They called it Project Ghost. A scientist named Dr. Malik explained it simply. "The aliens use their technology to find us and fight us. We will use theirs against them. We will make them chase shadows." The plan worked. Alien ships fired at empty space. Their formations broke. Confusion spread among the invaders. On the ground, the war changed the people of Earth. Some were afraid. Some were brave. Families shared stories of hope and loss. In a small village in India, a mother told her children, "Remember, we are strong because we care. We fight not to hurt others, but to protect our home." Her children listened, eyes wide with courage. At the same time, The Uruk Dominion sent a message to Earth. They threatened to destroy whole cities if the humans did not surrender. Emma Rahal responded in her calm voice, "We will not surrender. If you destroy our cities, you destroy the future for everyone. We will stand no matter the cost." Her message was sent across the galaxy. In a secret bunker beneath the Earth's surface, military leaders gathered. They knew this war would be long. But they also knew something important. One general said, "They think Earth is weak. They think we will break. But they forget what it means to protect something you love." The room was quiet. Then slowly the leaders nodded. As the first battles raged on, Earth's people learned something new. The war was not just about weapons or soldiers. It was about spirit. A young soldier named Tomas wrote in his diary, "They came to take our world, but they did not see what makes us human. We do not fight because we hate. We fight because we hope." The night sky over Earth was bright with fires from battle. But below, in homes, schools, and parks, life went on. People laughed, cried, and held hands. The war had come to Earth, but Earth was not broken. The galaxy was watching, and Earth was ready to show what it truly meant to fight. The war on Earth had begun, but the true battle was just starting. The Uruk soldiers expected easy victories. They had great weapons and large armies. But Earth had something they did not see coming: humans who fought quietly and smartly, deep. Inside the forests, mountains, and cities, special teams moved like shadows. They were trained to use the land, the weather, and even the silence to their advantage. These were the quiet ones. One such team was led by Captain Leah, who had fought the first alien soldiers in the Amazon. She knew the forest better than anyone. Her team set traps, created false paths, and used the jungle itself as a weapon. The aliens called them ghosts. They never knew where the quiet ones would strike next. Sometimes they found only silence after a battle. In the deserts of Australia, another quiet one team worked under Commander Jaden. His group used drones disguised as birds to spy on the invaders. They sent signals to Earth's command centers, helping to plan attacks. Jaden smiled during one mission. "The aliens think they control the sky, but the sky belongs to us," he said. His team dropped small bombs that made the alien machines stop working. The Uruk soldiers were surprised by these quiet attacks. They felt hunted. In the cold north near the Arctic Circle, scientists activated weather machines. These devices could control storms, wind, and temperature. When alien ships tried to land, fierce storms and freezing winds made it impossible. Dr. Amira, a weather specialist, explained, "We don't fight with guns here. We fight with nature itself." The aliens were helpless against the power of Earth's own planet. Back in the cities, Earth's people showed incredible strength. Volunteers helped repair buildings damaged by alien strikes. Doctors worked day and night to heal the wounded. Teachers taught children about hope and courage even as bombs fell nearby. In a school in New York, a teacher told her students, "This war is not just about fighting. It is about standing together and never giving up." Children painted pictures of Earth and the stars. They dreamed of peace. The Galactic Concord's leaders were confused and angry. They sent messages demanding Earth's surrender. They warned of total destruction if humans did not give up, but Earth refused. In their war rooms, the alien commanders argued. "Why do they fight when they have no chance?" asked one. "Because they have something we don't," said another. "They have hope." Meanwhile, Emma Rahal worked tirelessly to keep Earth united. She traveled between cities and towns, speaking to people and leaders. Her words inspired many. At a gathering in Paris, she said, "We do not fight because we hate the aliens. We fight because we love our home, our families, our future. This is our strength." Her voice was calm but firm. People listened and believed. The war was not only fought with weapons but also with minds. Earth's hackers worked in secret, breaking into alien systems to steal information and confuse their plans. A young hacker named Mia sat before her screens, eyes bright with focus. "We are not just fighting soldiers," she said. "We are fighting their control. Her team sent fake messages to alien commanders, causing confusion and mistakes. In one daring mission, a team of quiet ones captured an alien commander alive. His name was Korvax. Earth's leaders wanted to understand their enemy. Korvax was proud and fierce, but he also showed something surprising: respect for the humans. When Ima Rahal met him, she asked, "Why do you fight us so hard?" Korvax replied, "Because you refuse to bow. You fight with your hearts, not just your weapons. That is something I have never seen." Back in the forests, Leah's team prepared for their next mission. She looked at the stars and thought about the future. She whispered, "We fight quietly, but we fight with all we have." Her team moved forward, ready to protect Earth. The aliens learned a hard lesson. Earth was not just a quiet, peaceful world. It was a planet of warriors, thinkers, and survivors. They began to fear the quiet ones more than the loud battleships. One night, as the war continued, Earth's people gathered to watch the stars. They hoped for peace, but they were ready to fight. In a small village, a child looked up and asked, "Will the stars ever be friends?" Her father smiled and said, "One day, but until then, we protect our home." The galaxy was changing because of Earth. The quiet planet that refused to fight had shown its true power, and the quiet ones were just the beginning. The war had been raging for months. The Urak Dominion expected Earth to fall quickly, but the planet refused to break. The invaders were strong, but Earth was smarter, tougher, and more united than anyone had imagined. In the heart of Earth's defense network, a massive satellite called Project Silence slowly came back online. This satellite was not a weapon. It was something much smarter. It could jam and blind the alien ship's navigation systems across hundreds of light years. Dr. Malik, the lead scientist, explained to the military leaders, "If we activate Project Silence, their ships will lose control of their sensors. They won't know where they are or where to fire. It will be like fighting in complete darkness." The generals looked at each other. This was risky. If Project Silence failed, Earth would be vulnerable, but if it worked, it could change everything. Ima Rahal gave the final order. "Activate it, now." As the satellite hummed to life, deep space around Earth filled with strange signals. Alien ships suddenly began to lose contact with each other. Their sensors blinked off. The sky became a confusing mess for the invaders. One alien commander screamed in frustration, "Our systems are blind. We can't fight without our eyes." Earth's fleets used this moment to strike. Missiles flew through space, striking alien ships that had lost control. On the ground, the quiet ones moved faster, cutting off enemy supply lines and communication. On the planet's surface, the Urak soldiers grew weaker. Their food supplies were running low, and their machines malfunctioned. The alien AI systems, which controlled many of their weapons, were confused by the jamming. Captain Leah and her team attacked a supply convoy. They captured valuable food and equipment to share with Earth's forces. Leah looked at her team and said, "This is our chance. We fight not just for survival, but to turn the tide." Meanwhile, Earth's people found new hope. The news of Project Silence spreading across the planet gave them courage. People in every city and town volunteered to help. Factories worked day and night to build more defense tools. Scientists raced to improve their technology. Yema Rahal spoke once again, her voice full of strength. "The galaxy believes Earth is weak. They are wrong. We are the quiet storm, and now the storm is rising." The Galactic conquered was in chaos. Their leaders argued loudly. Some wanted to retreat and regroup. Others wanted to send more forces to crush Earth. But the satellite had changed the rules. The conquered ships were lost and confused. They could not fight properly. A young alien commander named Sorak said, "We must find a way to stop this Project Silence. If we lose our sight, we lose the war." On Earth, Dr. Malik and his team worked on a plan. They knew the aliens would try to destroy Project Silence, so they built secret defenses around the satellite. Small ships flew in space, guarding the satellite-like silent protectors. They were called the Shadows. Commander Jaden led the Shadows. He flew his ship with skill and calm. When alien ships came close, he fought with quick strikes and then vanished. Jaden said, "The enemy thinks we are weak because we do not fight loudly, but we are everywhere. In the cities, people showed incredible strength. Even children helped, by sending messages of hope and kindness. Families shared what little food they had. No one gave up." In a small school in Japan, a teacher told her students, "You are the future. This war is not just about soldiers. It is about all of us standing together." On the battlefield, the quiet ones became legends. Their small groups moved like whispers through the night. They attacked supply lines, rescued captured humans, and destroyed alien machines. One night, Captain Leah's team destroyed an alien command post. They took important data that revealed the aliens' plans. Imma Rahal smiled when she saw the information. "This is the moment," she said. "We can change everything." But the war was not over. The Orc Dominion was desperate. They launched a massive attack on a human city, New York. Huge ships fired powerful weapons that shook the ground. Buildings fell, and fires burned. People ran for shelter. Imma Rahal stood strong. "We will rebuild. We will protect our people. We will never surrender." In the midst of the destruction, something remarkable happened. Earth's defenders did not just fight back, they saved lives. Special teams rescued trapped people. Medical workers treated the injured in dangerous conditions. A nurse named Sarah said, "We fight not just to win the war, but to save each other." The battle for New York became a symbol of Earth's strength. The city was battered, but it stood. The aliens were pushed back. The galaxy watched in amazement. Earth was not just surviving. Earth was fighting back with hope and courage. As the war continued, new alliances formed. Some alien races in the Galactic Concord began to question the Orcs' harsh methods. They reached out quietly to Earth, offering help. Imma Rahal met with these envoys. She said, "We do not want enemies. We want peace. But peace must be strong." The stars above Earth shone brightly, filled with new possibilities. The war had turned. The war had been going on for many months. The Orc Dominion thought Earth would break soon, but Earth was stronger than they expected. Their technology, their unity, and their spirit shocked the galaxy. The aliens' fleets were losing control. Many ships drifted helpless in space. Their communications were weak. The Project Silent satellite had blinded their eyes. The Galactic Concord grew desperate. Inside the command ships, alien leaders argued fiercely. Some wanted to stop the war and leave Earth alone. Others demanded more troops and weapons. But the alien systems were failing. Their supply lines were cut by Earth's quiet ones. Their soldiers were hungry and tired. The machines they depended on stopped working. On Earth, General Harlan stood on a ruined battlefield. Around him were the remains of an alien fortress. Broken weapons and scorched earth told stories of fierce fighting. He looked at the stars and said softly, "They thought we were weak. They never understood the power of a people who fight for their home." His soldiers nodded. They were tired, but their spirits were high. The humans were not only winning battles, they were changing the galaxy. Many alien races had begun to question the Orcs' rule. Some sent secret envoys to Earth. They wanted to learn how a small planet could stand against the greatest military power in the galaxy. Imma Rahal received these envoys. She spoke calmly. "We did not seek this war, but now that it is here, we will protect our home. The galaxy must learn that peace is not weakness." Meanwhile, Earth's hackers and scientists worked day and night. They found ways to break into the alien communication networks. They sent messages that confused the enemy. A young hacker named Mia smiled at her screen. "They think their machines will save them, but their minds are weak." Her team created a program called Echo, which sent false orders to alien fleets. Ships turned on each other by mistake. Chaos spread. In space, Commander Jaden and his Shadows continued their silent attacks. They moved unseen, striking quickly and disappearing before the enemy could respond. One night, Jaden's ship faced a powerful enemy cruiser. The battle was fierce. But Jaden used speed and skill to win. After the fight, he said, "The Uruk do not expect us to fight like this. They are used to loud, brutal wars. But we are different." On Earth's surface, the people suffered but never gave up. Cities were damaged, but homes were rebuilt. Families lost loved ones, but they still stood together. In a small village in Africa, an elder spoke to the children. "This is our home. We fight not because we want to, but because we must. Remember who you are." The children nodded, eyes full of hope. Back on the alien ships, fear spread. The soldiers whispered of defeat. They no longer saw Earth as easy prey. The Uruk commander, Karguth, sent a final message to his forces. "Hold your ground. We fight to the last breath. But remember, Earth is not the same as before." On Earth, Ima Rahal watched the stars from her office. She knew the war was not over. But she also knew the tide was turning. She said quietly, "We will rebuild the galaxy, not with weapons, but with hope and strength." The final battle came when the Uruk launched a massive attack on Earth's last space station, Haven. This station was vital for Earth's defense and communication. The battle lasted days. Explosions lit up the dark space. Ships collided. Missiles flew like shooting stars. Ima Rahal watched the battle on the screens. She prayed for her people and for peace. In the end, Earth's forces won. The space station held. The Uruk were pushed back. The galaxy saw something new, a planet that refused to fall, even when faced with the greatest enemy. After the battle, many alien leaders came to Earth. They wanted to talk about peace. Ima Rahal stood before the galaxy's greatest council. Her voice was strong and clear. "Earth chose peace, but Earth will never be weak. We fight to protect life, to protect hope. Let this be the new way of the galaxy." The war was over. The Uruk dominion was broken. The Galactic Concord changed forever. Earth had won, not by crushing others, but by standing together and never giving up. The stars above shone bright. A new chapter had begun. The war had been going on for many months. The Uruk dominion thought Earth would break soon, but Earth was stronger than they expected. Their technology, their unity, and their spirit shocked the galaxy. The aliens' fleets were losing control. Many ships drifted helpless in space. Their communications were weak. The Project Silent satellite had blinded their eyes. The Galactic Concord grew desperate. Inside the command ships, alien leaders argued fiercely. Some wanted to stop the war and leave Earth alone. Others demanded more troops and weapons, but the alien systems were failing. Their supply lines were cut by Earth's quiet ones. Their soldiers were hungry and tired. The machines they depended on stopped working. On Earth, General Harlan stood on a ruined battlefield. Around him were the remains of an alien fortress. Broken weapons and scorched earth told stories of fierce fighting. He looked at the stars and said softly, "They thought we were weak. They never understood the power of a people who fight for their home." His soldiers nodded. They were tired, but their spirits were high. The humans were not only winning battles, they were changing the galaxy. Many alien races had begun to question the Uruk's rule. Some sent secret envoys to Earth. They wanted to learn how a small planet could stand against the greatest military power in the galaxy. Ima Rahal received these envoys. She spoke calmly. "We did not seek this war, but now that it is here, we will protect our home. The galaxy must learn that peace is not weakness." Meanwhile, Earth's hackers and scientists worked day and night. They found ways to break into the alien communication networks. They sent messages that confused the enemy. A young hacker named Mia smiled at her screen. "They think their machines will save them, but their minds are weak." Her team created a program called Echo, which sent false orders to alien fleets. Ships turned on each other by mistake. Chaos spread. In space, Commander Jaden and his shadows continued their silent attacks. They moved unseen, striking quickly and disappearing before the enemy could respond. One night, Jaden's ship faced a powerful enemy cruiser. The battle was fierce, but Jaden used speed and skill to win. After the fight, he said, "The Uruk do not expect us to fight like this. They are used to loud, brutal wars, but we are different." On Earth's surface, the people suffered but never gave up. Cities were damaged, but homes were rebuilt. Families lost loved ones, but they still stood together. In a small village in Africa, an elder spoke to the children. "This is our home. We fight not because we want to, but because we must. Remember who you are." The children nodded, eyes full of hope. Back on the alien ships, fear spread. The soldiers whispered of defeat. They no longer saw Earth as easy prey. The Uruk commander, Kargath, sent a final message to his forces. "Hold your ground. We fight to the last breath, but remember, Earth is not the same as before." On Earth, Emma Rahal watched the stars from her office. She knew the war was not over, but she also knew the tide was turning. She said quietly, "We will rebuild the galaxy, not with weapons, but with hope and strength." The final battle came when the Uruk launched a massive attack on Earth's last space station, Haven. This station was vital for Earth's defense and communication. The battle lasted days. Explosions lit up the dark space, ships collided, missiles flew like shooting stars. Emma Rahal watched the battle on the screens. She prayed for her people and for peace. In the end, Earth's forces won. The space station held. The Uruk were pushed back. The galaxy saw something new, a planet that refused to fall, even when faced with the greatest enemy. After the battle, many alien leaders came to Earth. They wanted to talk about peace. Emma Rahal stood before the galaxy's greatest council. Her voice was strong and clear. "Earth chose peace, but Earth will never be weak. We fight to protect life, to protect hope. Let this be the new way of the galaxy." The war was over. The Uruk dominion was broken. The galactic concord changed forever. Earth had won, not by crushing others, but by standing together and never giving up. The stars above shone bright. A new chapter had begun.